Hello, everyone. Today, we're going to talk about mindfulness, an idea called behind the waterfall. I was listening to Dan Harris's 10% Happier actually his app this morning. It was part of my meditation, and he gave a definition of mindfulness that I thought was interesting. I hadn't really heard it said quite this way before. He said, mindfulness is the ability to know what is happening in your mind without getting carried away by it. And that thought makes a lot of sense that we can be aware of what's going on, um, but that we're not caught up in the story. We don't get taken away far, far down the road from it. So just kind of being aware again of what's happening in the present moment. Um, and he used this analogy, and Joseph Goldstein, another who's a very prominent mindfulness teacher, used the idea of think about mindfulness as when you're standing behind the waterfall, like your thoughts and what's happening in your mind is like the water on the waterfall. And I don't know if you've ever been able to do this, but if you stand behind the waterfall, if you that little space behind, and you can see the waterfall without being in the waterfall. You're behind it. You're just an observer of it. You're observer, and then that connection is to mindfulness is that we can be that observer of our thoughts, but not get carried away by that flow of water. So I thought that was really interesting. And Joseph said that how do you know that you're actually doing that, that you're being mindful in that moment? And he said that one way you could know is if you're able to do something called mental noting. When you can notice what's happening, you note it, saying, oh, there's thinking, or there's worrying, or there's tingling in my foot, something, just noting it. So it's just kind of like making a mental note and letting it be. So we're going to practice that today. We're going to focus more on noticing body sensations. It's a really, I find it being embodied, being in my body really helps me. It's a place to start. So I'm less likely to get caught up in all those thoughts that might carry me down a story if I practice this using my body. So that's what we're going to do today. So we'll start by just doing a few simple stretches to get our bodies comfortable. So we'll start by just lacing your fingers together and lifting them up to the sky, breathing in and stretching up, and breathing out and leaning over to the side, stretching, continuing to breathe, and then breathing in, coming back to the center, and breathing out over to the side, other side. And then coming back up. And now we'll do some simple shoulder rolls, and you feel what feels good for you. You can start small, see if that's what you need to do, or you can get bigger. Just notice what your body needs right now. And then reverse. Great. And then next we'll do just a few simple twists. So we're going to breathe in, take your right hand to your left knee, left hand behind you, and just turn to the left. Continuing to breathe, lengthening with the inhale, twisting more with the exhale. And letting that go. Doing the other side, breathing in, left hand to right knee. You can look over your right shoulder. And then coming back to center. And doing any other movement that you might need right now. So now we'll take a comfortable seat, or you can stand. I've been doing standing meditation lately when I'm feeling kind of groggy or tired. Also, I experience a lot of pain in my upper back sometimes when I sit for a while, so standing helps me there. So don't be afraid to experiment with your position. So we're just going to settle in and gently allow your eyes to close, or you can drop your gaze. Soften the eyes, relax the shoulders, relax the belly. Feel yourself sitting. Sit and know you are sitting. So right now we're just taking a moment to just have a full attention on our full body. Just knowing that we're sitting here. What does that feel like? And throughout this meditation, we'll use our breath as that anchor point, but then we may notice sensations, and if your mind takes you there, you'll follow it. So mind is the anchor, or breath is the anchor, chest, belly, nostrils. You can return to your breath whenever you need to. So right now, become aware of the sensations of the body breathing. Breathing in, know you are breathing in. Breathing out, know you are breathing out. Just feeling the sensations of the air going in and out. And you can make a soft mental note. In, out. If feeling the sensations of the rising and falling of your chest or abdomen, make a mental note of rise, falling. This is our base, this is our anchor. At different times, the attention may be called to different sensations in the body. Perhaps there's places of tension or pressure, tightness, or feelings of warmth or coolness. Or itching or tingling sensations. Whenever these sensations become predominant and call your attention away from your breath, we can let these sensations become the new object of our attention. So if one arises, if your mind and your attention is drawn to a particular sensation in your body, you can open to the feeling of it. Oh, pressure feels like this. Tension feels like this. And as these sensations appear and draw your attention, make a soft mental note of what the sensation is. You can note pressure, tightness, vibration, tension, warmth, coolness, whatever that sensation is. Not judging the sensation, not getting caught up in a story about it, just noticing it. And when the sensation's no longer dominating and not calling your attention, simply come back to mindfulness of the body sitting or standing, mindful of your body breathing. It's kind of like a bit of a dance. Your mind is drawn to a sensation. You note it. It fades. Come back to your breath. If you find you have a particularly strong sensation, I tend to often have some significant pain in my middle back when I sit. See if you can soften around it. And you don't have to sit with it if it's too painful. You can move and do whatever you need to adjust. But if you can, it's not too strong. Just notice. We'll sit for a few minutes longer, gently noting the experience of the sensations of our body. In a moment, I'll ring the chime to bring us back. So just take these last few moments to thank yourself for your practice. Taking the time to practice noticing, being the waterfall, being the observer of the waterfall. Practicing noticing what's happening without getting carried away by it. You can flutter your eyes open. Move and stretch in whatever way you need. Thank you. Look forward to sharing another practice with you next week. Take care, all.